Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a divisional matchup in the NFC North between two really good receivers. It's Alshon Jeffrey going up against Jordy Nelson. So with that, let's get up to Lambeau Field. Here are Brandon Gaudin.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at our matchup here. You've got to believe that this is a game that might be won in the trenches.
Oh, without question. This is big person on big person, big unit against big unit.
Meat on meat.
Oh, you got it all. Pick your cliche, but we know this. The ground's going to shake, things are going to rumble, and they're going to have an impact on today's game.
No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. Set to return, this is Jeff Janis. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Return team. Automatic first down.
Rodgers now on first down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They'll run for the first time with Lacy. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day.
On second down, Lacy. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Now, Lacy left that game against the Giants in ankle injury, but expected to be okay prior to leaving. 11 carries, 81 yards.
And you saw the Eddie Lacy signature spin move a couple of times as well. He is just some type of a back, and I think he's gotten into a good rhythm here in 2016. He didn't get to 100 yards, probably because of the ankle injury. They need him back, and in a big way. His backup, James Stark's struggling in the early going.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Partner, the one concern I had about Eddie Lacy coming out of Alabama was weight. And it became a concern for Green Bay in 2015.
Yeah, he was up over 260 pounds. Disappointing 2015. Looks a lot better, doesn't he?
A lot better, and when he's lean, oh boy, is he a heck of a runner.
319 to 19.
Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And Richard Rodgers makes the grab, and let's face it, it's going to follow him the rest of his career. The Hail Mary Lions in 2015 in Detroit, pretty memorable play.
Those Lions fans, they just don't like you right now if they heard that.
I didn't mean to bring it up to, pull the Band-Aid off the wound there. I was just trying to praise Richard Rodgers. Yeah, they're going to be mad at me.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Leonard Floyd, the rookie from Georgia, in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Second down, here's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. Jared Abbrederis, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. He's got time. Still back there. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Lamar Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So on 4th down, the Packers turn to their punter, Tim Mastay, to kick it away. Deep for the Bears, it's Mark Mariani. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback coming off another 3,000-yard season. It's the 11-year man, Jay Cutler.
And if you ever want to get into a throwing contest, having Jay Cutler as your guy is a pretty good deal. This arm is absolutely amazing and astounding. He can zip it through anywhere and put it on anyone. The thing he wants now, though, is to win more games and win in the playoffs.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The low set back is Langford. He's going to get the football. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So Langford to carry there. 4th-round pick last year with Forte vacating to New York. A lot of the spotlight on Langford.
A lot of running backs have possibilities in Chicago. If he can emerge and eat up carries, I think he'll produce in a big way.
Strong. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Cutler. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And we get a peek at the offense and a peek at Alshon Jeffrey.
An absolute matchup nightmare for any defensive back. Size, speed, terrific hands.
Second down now after the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. And this is complete to Zach Miller. Give him 7 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's like ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So here we go, a 3rd down after the 2nd down pass completion. Cutler now to throw on 3rd down. It's caught. Eddie Royal. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got time in the pocket. That is caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Eddie Royal, 29 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but, hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So Aaron Rodgers and the Packers take the field. Rodgers coming off that early bye week against the Giants. He did throw 2 interceptions, but 259 yards and 2 touchdowns to balance out those 2 picks.
Yeah, and when he threw the 2 interceptions, I know that people started to, oh, my God, what's going on with Aaron? And, well, he doesn't use the RELAX anymore. He just goes out and plays. He knows how good he is and how good his offense is, and they ended up producing well against the Giants.
And they produced a 3-1 start. Rodgers now on first down. Surveying the field. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A little bit of a breakout game for Cobb in Week 5. 9 catches, 108 yards. And Charles, 12 catches through the season's first 3 weeks was all he had.
So you can see how he increased production in the last game against the Giants. The pride of Alcoa, Tennessee, Randall Cobb. And I'm just going to tell you, if I ever dive into fantasy football, I'm getting him on my team because I think he's going to continue to bring those numbers back to the 2014 levels.
Rodgers with a give. It's Lacy. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Watch left, watch left. Stop right there.
Now a play fake here on first down. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. One quarter down. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. So they're operating in the red zone.
Watch left, watch left.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
In the red zone this time.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. 319.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Finding time. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the threw it incomplete. This will be play number 7 on the drive.
319!
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And Crosby puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Set to return now. Here's Deontay Thompson. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 1st down, Bears. A good-looking run there by Jeremy Langford.
And what I've always liked about him has been not just his versatility, but his perseverance. I think he's one of those backs that gets better as the game goes on and he gets increased carries. Does have some good toughness running inside. I remember when he was at Michigan State, at one point I did a game of his. He was listed as 3rd-team left corner, played cornerback, receiver, and running back for the Spartans.
Won a couple of Big Ten titles there as well. Langford again. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down following the run. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Langford. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. back onto the field, the Green Bay Packers offense comes. That O-line has been good. They parted ways with Josh Sitton. People were wondering, how would they do? They've done pretty well.
Yeah, they don't really get their due. And let's go through them real quick. David Bakhtiari, left tackle. Lane Taylor stepping in for Sitton at guard. J.C. Treader at center. T.J. Lang at right guard. And the right tackle, Brian Bulaga. They understand their quarterback, and they know they have to keep plays alive for him to work his magic.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Lacey. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
319!
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves to James. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right. 319!
They run it again with Lacey. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw, it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Coming to you, coming to you. 319!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
What often gets lost with Eddie Lacy when he's playing at his ideal weight is his agility and his quickness. But in this case, he's putting that together with his power. And with these early runs, if you're on the defense side of the ball, you've got to stop that now or you're in for a long, long game.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Strong left, strong left.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Still second down.
Following the penalty now, Lacey. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
You can almost see the wheels turning for the offensive coordinator there. Edge pressure you want to use against them. Oftentimes when they get into the backfield, they're disrupting things. But if they get there too quickly, you can actually slip the ball to a runner and get past them. That didn't happen on that play, though.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Crosby puts it through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So 2 field goals now for Crosby, a man who became the Packers' all-time leading scorer last year, topping the mark set by Ryan Longwell.
And as you know, Lambeau Field is not an easy place to kick field goals, especially when you get into December and January. But Crosby's been a steadying influence on some real good Packers teams.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. Here's Thompson to return it. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Illegal blocking the ball. Return team. Automatic first down.
Counter, Langford. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Time to step aside. We're back to Lambeau following these words. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
Hey, you got 3.
The first carry here for Jaquiz Rogers. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Fresh set of downs here.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Alert. Alert. 3 down.
Throwing now. Cutler on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won his state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday
You're
cheer.
invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. They'll throw on first down with Cutler. His throw incomplete. Eddie Royal is intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from inside out, whether it's defensive ends or linebackers. And a lot of the time, instead of securing the pass, your eyes might stray towards the middle and wonder where the big hit's going to come from.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. Miller on the catch over the middle. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a third down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. On third down, Cutler. He's got time. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
drive on the ground with Lacey. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
319. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now after the interception. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. Second down, Cutler. That's caught at the 3. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Zach Miller, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Rodgers going to give to Lacy on the draw. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Again, it's Lacy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report.
All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Packers opening up on offense. They're going to come away with another sack here. This ends up as a huge loss in yardage. Bears with the football late in the first. Royals the target here, and this play will go for 6. Bears up by a touchdown. Packers with the ball late in the half. Rodgers throw under pressure leads to the turnover. Prozinski's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. Offense out now following the INT. Miller's got the catch coming across the middle. And after the short pass, he'll score. The lead now at 8.
Thank you, LR. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Third quarter starts with a run by Jeremy Langford. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Dayton Jones makes the stop defensively.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground with Langford. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
And he's got Miller. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This is Langford on 1st and 10. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. Royal making the catch over the middle. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
What's tight end? No. Check three.
10th carry now for Jeremy Langford. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. On 2nd down, here's Cutler. Incomplete. Jeremy Langford, the one he was looking to get it to. And it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. He completes it right side to White. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Robbie Gould on now for a long one. He was 7 of 9 from over 50 last year. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker board?
Yeah, those two.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. One back is Lacey. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Rodgers going to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's brought down. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Eddie Lacy's build is one for goal line running. I know he's got a little more wiggle and shake than you expect, but this is what you count on, isn't it? Hand him the ball here and let him run over some people.
To throw on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Crosby puts it through, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 of their points thus far.
And he's definitely keeping them afloat. But we say it so often, field goals are not going to win you games in the National Football League. They've got to find ways to start capitalizing when they get down near the red zone.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. The return will come from Sonoris Perry. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bears offense now heading back out on the guard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. That's tight. Tight end's right.
Now a handoff. It's Langford, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
They isolate Jeffrey to the left side. Throwing here, Cutler. And a reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, it's Cutler. Surveying the field. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
On second down, Cutler. Caught right side is Jeffrey. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing again, it's Cutler. Finding time. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Cutler on first down. Lee's got it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards on the pickup. And that leads to a Chicago first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The lone setback is Langford. And they'll give it to him here. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On 2nd down, Langford. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
guarantee that the defensive coordinator just gave a huge sigh of relief. He had his dime package in the game, 6 defensive backs, and when they run draw and big offensive linemen are thundering downfield, that's usually a win for the offense.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. On 3rd down, Cutler shakes off the sack. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. The 6-time Pro Bowler, Clay Matthews, in there to drop it for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Gold is able to put it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win.
You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
3 down.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. He was looking for James Starks out of the backfield. And that brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Here's Tim Mastay now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. On 3rd and 1, it's Cutler. And he's going to be taken down. Cutler sacked. The former first-round pick, Dayton Jones, in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Here's Hyde. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Nelson left side. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 51 yards. And the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. And that was just 4 verticals. They were going for a big play, and it resulted in a big play.
And you know why that's so difficult to cover? Because you can throw the ball to any one of those 4 vertical receivers at any point in the pattern. Wherever they're open, just get them the ball and then let them run after it.
And he runs it all the way in for a touchdown. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted a tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. To the field now come the Bears. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Down, it's Cutler. On the right side, this is Miller. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out.
Full start offense.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Cutler to throw on second down. Miller on the catch over the middle. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Langford. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Cutler. And he's got Miller. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
game here. Time starting to run down. The defense really needs to try and keep this game tied, see if they can get the ball back for the offense. They'll run here. This is Kadeem Carey. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They come out here in the eye. Back to the ground, this time Langford. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. Here's Langford. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to run with Langford. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal. Running on 3rd with Langford. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. This for the lead in the final stages. And Gould is able to put it through. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so, but this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. He'll look to throw. And Nelson's got it here right side. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Two yards to go here on third down. One back is Lacey. They'll get the football here. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And this doesn't get there. It's no good. They had to go for it, but their final effort here is going to come up short. So 3 points, the deciding margin. And the kick no good at the end that could have sent us to overtime. And while it was a decently long kick, you know, we've almost gotten to the point with these kickers these days, anything inside 60, we just expect them to make it. But that was a tough pressure kick.
I love how you brought that up, though. That is so true because the kickers have almost done themselves a disservice by being so good. Exactly right. And when they do miss it, I'm not sure we give enough gravity to the idea of, you know, that's a really long kick in a difficult situation, folks. Tough attempt, and he missed.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Lambeau, good night, everybody.